I think I heard a knock.
Knock, knock, knock. Who's at the door? It's me, Mirabelle, giving the honey.
What is wrong with you?
So you guys have a movement called Nipples Against Fascism. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
There's a painting that's called The Liberty Guiding People. It's a French painting made by Delacroix in 1800s. And so there was like a bunch of artists, painters, like actors, like all of them that were making art to rebel against the oppression that they were suffering from. And so one of these paintings was the Marianne, so running like this with her tit out, right? And then there's like a crowd of like dead bodies and people like making war. So she's the leader for freedom. Yeah, I've got a tattoo of it here. Yeah. So and I saw this girl and I was like, hold on, that girl is like queer as fuck. Like, what is happening? That's the bad bitch that represents our country. I'm like, yo, that's mad. So how could they try to cover it all? To parties to protest and corrupted to their core. It's time to rise, it's time to shout to unify loudly against those cuts. Stop the blood, flow free dip. We started a movement, Nipples Against Fascism, because at first I did took off my shirt, but it was not like I didn't even thought about it. I mean, I knew I always wanted to do it because I also went through a lot of abuse, like possessive partners who would like tell me, don't wear that, blah, blah, blah. And then because they've tried to put me in a cage, you know, I've been catcalled since I was 11 years old. When you try too much to put someone in a cage, they just want to free themselves. Do you know what I mean? And that band gave me the strength to go fucking shirtless and actually, because it's so shocking, you're asking the right questions. Why do I feel uncomfortable? Why do I feel like this is a sexual performance? Why do I feel odd? But even between us, you know, like it's even something that we had to, you know, deconstruct between us as band members, you know, like it's kind of like not the usual thing to do to be shirtless, because but then you deconstruct your brain and your social construct and you understand that like there are some tribes in this world where women can be shirtless and it's not sexualized. That painting was acclaimed by the, you know, all the politicians and stuff. It's not sexualized. Like we can live in a society where the body of a woman is and can be as equal as the body of the man. That hypersexualization and that conservative mindset comes from fascism, and we are in a world where we are fighting against fascism. Period. Red paint on the ugly face. Stand tall right now. Face to action right
So you said, I'll perform shirtless until we desexualize the nipples and stop oppressing women's bodies. So what path do you see us taking together?
I will feel like we're moving forward when I'm not being asked by the security of a venue to put my shirt back on. I will feel like we've gone somewhere when I finish my show, I don't have men coming up to me and harassing me, talking about my breast, when they never do that to men. I will feel like we've moved forward when I will be allowed to post a picture of me shirtless on social media without having to censor my nipples And I don't have to do that for my male band members. We will be going somewhere when people will stop making everything we do about me being shirtless. That's because of people know me as the...
There was that kind of gig that we did in a warehouse where I'm the bassist, so I should be invisible normally, so I can just roam around and get information. And I see the other band that was about to play on the same lineup, and they talk about French toast, so I drop in the conversation, and it just basically resumed the band as, oh yeah, the shirtless girl band. I was like, that's just gross, like that's stupid. We do way more than that.
Yeah.
We do music, we have a message, and everything that people remember is just Eloise being shirtless, and they don't even get the message behind.
Yeah, when you say I'm listening to Iggy Pop, you don't say I'm listening to shirtless
guy.
man.
Yeah.
You know, although he's literally always been performing shirtless. But you know what? In a way, it's okay if people know that we're the shirtless band. It's fine because it just points out what we were trying to express.
Yeah, the problem.
Which is the inequality that there is, you know, between artists. And I think we will have moved forward when promoters will stop canceling us, because there's literally some promoters that are in the punk scene that will not book us because they're scared of repercussions on their, you know, business.
Yeah.
And so I'm honestly so happy that there's still some people booking us, no matter how controversial what we do is, because it shows that there is some people in this world who wants to stand for equality, and you know, we just have to spread the message. Fuck white supremacy, fuck Trump, fuck conservatism, fuck war, free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan, free Ukraine, free Venezuela, free all the countries oppressed by white supremacy, capitalism and fascism.
AI is kind of very prevalent in the music industry right now. What are you guys' thoughts on it?
Fuck AI. That it's a fascist tool. Like artistically, like we're very big on like, you know, the 70s, like the 80s, like the way we recorded our music recently, because we're soon gonna release an album. We specifically recorded everything in the same room so that like that feel of like playing together and that authenticity would really shine through the record. I think that's the most human thing about, you know, music, is that it's real, its connection is like, when we heard what we recorded together, we were like, we couldn't believe that we made this all together as a band. The music we do is specifically made to be niche and underground and alternative and, you know, intricate and not easy to listen to. It's not going to be the most streamed music. You know, it doesn't comply to making money. That's not the purpose of this music. The purpose of this music is to talk without any filters. You know, is to not be censored.
Judge me, walking freely. I got addiction, I'm losing my mind. Too much pain, my mind. Too much pain, baby. Oh.
AI is music that it kills the creativity, it kills the collectiveness, it kills the authenticity. It makes of art something that's not real, and that's made to support fascism and capitalism.
Also makes people more dumb because they don't bother researching for like confirmed information anymore. So I think AI is a menace for society in general, and it's just kind of the last stone destroying the planet. But I'm personally not scared about it, because the one thing that AI will never replace is how we behave on stage and the connection we create with the people. That is not something that AI will ever do.
Until they create holograms that looks like
Even an
people.
hologram is not the same. Like, they will never replace her like human interaction.
That's why support independent venues, support live music, go to gigs, buy the tickets, actually support real people who are doing real music.
do you think of the current state of the live music industry?
Why is it that people are buying up real estate in areas that are historically like live music centers and then complaining about noise when you live next to a music venue, and then that gets shut down because of the noise complaints, and then we have outside investors trying to buy up the buildings to make more flats and houses? It's like, why are you doing that? You're ruining the culture of everything that makes London and every city, that music hub, make them great. So it's like, I don't know, it's just...
We play the way we play because of all these influences. I've seen so many underground bands, you know, and it is still vibrant and it's still alive. And but I do feel like people who play in independent venue usually play alternative sort of music, you know, and I think the punk scene, the noise punk scene is kind of prominent because there's this way of thinking of like, let's protest together. You know, like I think that going to a show right now is a sign of rebellion. There's a freedom that is allowed in this venue still, that is the reminiscence of, you know, the rebellions in the 60s and the 70s and 80s, the Cultural Revolution. And I think there's a very big side of the music industry that's very, you know, gentrified and like capitalized, and it looked kind of the same. But there's a fraction of these people who go to this, you know, independent music venue who are still standing. We're part of it, and our performance is very, I would say, controversial. For feminist reasons, we're very open about what we stand for. I don't think that like there's a lot of like very big venue where we could be as vocal as we are, and I think it's a real shame that like so many venues are closing down. It just shows that there's not a lot of money put into culture.
I feel like it also creates some sort of like toxicity between the bands and between like small artists, because it kind of push us to fight each other to be able to like do our parts. And I don't think it should be that way. I think there's enough space in the music, like in the arts of music, for everyone to have their piece. It's like, I see music as a massive puzzle and every piece matters. And at the moment it feels really like the bands are just trying to eat each other and being like sneaky and shit.
Yeah, I feel like if you're in it, you can feel it. You know, if you're there at the live gigs, it feels so big and it feels so alive still. To the majority, it's not like that. I feel like we need more awareness to the fact that it is, you know, in a dire state.
Tu veux que je sois une vierge qui se fait baiser par un mec que je connais pas? Juste parce qu'il a de l'argent, tu peux aller te faire foutre, bébé. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sing it, what? Can you feel it coming? Yeah, 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 yeah. I feel it all the time.
Well, you guys get quite a lot, right?
I mean, a lot. I'm kind of delusional in that sense. To me, I should gig 3 times a week.
Yeah, but for legal reason we can't. That's also something that is so bad with like the small promoters in London.
Yeah,
Stop that. You're killing young artists. We want to gig as much as possible. And like people will show up anyway, and it will be different people the next time. Like having to wait 3 weeks before playing your next gig, that's crazy.
We had more before. Like I've had exclusivity agreements that were like 6 weeks.
That's stupid.
Which is ridiculous.
Live music scene is very underground. If you're not into the scene, into the music, there's high probability for you not to know that these places exist. Whereas before, you would go out to your local pub and a band will be playing, you know. And I think that's the difficulty, and that's why places are restrained. You know, like for a long time, as soon as I remember the first time I stepped in the Windmill, I was like, you know, 4 years ago, I was like, oh my God, I want to play that so badly. I was so desperate to play that. Do you know what I mean? And then finally, we've headlined the Windmill like last May, but that was because I'd spend like, you know, weekends and months and years like hanging out there and meeting the people, talking to the people, and then getting the right band, getting the right lineup, and then, you know, I met that one person that, you know, opened so many doors to me. And like, but you really have to grind in, you know, you really have to make those connections, be friend. It's not like before where you could just come in a pub and say, hey, I've got a band, like, could I just play, you know? And you'd be actually paid.
Yeah. Loud Women, they're the promotion that handle the windmill in Brixton, Loud Women, and they advocate for just women in music. You aware of this? Yeah.
I really love their work. They've never booked us yet, but they've shared one of our, like, a picture that we that like their photographer took from our gig at the windmill. So I think that yeah, I mean, I think we just obviously our values align perfectly, and yeah, I'm very supportive of what they do.
Yeah, I really like the post they're doing where they're literally like showing small bands how to get booked in festivals, how to prepare for a tour and everything like that.
Yeah, they're really helpful.
good.
Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. It was so
Of
fun.
course, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you guys.